care that Billy licked chalk all the time. It was cheap enough nourishment, he said. Sonny got himself a package of cheese crisps and made room for himself at the stove, turning Billy's cap around backward for friendship's sake. It was an old green baseball cap some lady had given Billy 3 or 4 summers before. "Cold in here, Sam," Sonny said. "It's nearly as cold in here as it is outside." "Not as windy, though," Sam replied. "I'm surprised you had the nerve to come in this morning after the beating you all took. Anybody ever tell you boys about blocking or tackling?" Sonny ate his cheese crisps unabashed. Crowell, the visiting team, had trumped Thalia 28-6. It had been a little embarrassing for Coach Popper, but that was because the local quarterback club had been so sure Thalia was finally going to win a district crown that they had literally jumped the gun and presented the coach with a new 12-gauge Marlin under-over at the homecoming game 2 weeks before. The coach was quite a hunter. 2 of Crowell's 4 touchdowns had been run over Sonny's guard position, but he felt quite calm about it all. 4 years of playing for Thalia had inured him to defeat, and so far as he was concerned, the quarterback club had been foolishly optimistic. Besides, he could not see that he had much to gain by helping the coach to get new shotguns, the coach being a man of most uncertain temper. He had already shot at Sonny once in his life, and with a new under-over, he might not miss. "Where's your buddy?" Sam asked. "Not in yet," Sonny said. That was Dwayne, Sonny's best friend, who, besides being an all-conference fullback, roughnecked the Midnight Tower with a local drilling crew. "Dwayne's going to work himself into an early grave," Sam the Lion said. "He oughtn't to play a football game and then go out and work all night on top of it. He made half the yardage we made." "Well, that never tired him out," Sonny said, going to get another package of cheese crisps. Sam the Lion started to cough, and the coughing got away from him, as it often did. His whole body shook. He couldn't stop. Finally, he had to stagger back to the washroom and take a drink of water and a swig of cough medicine to get it under control. "Sucking in too much chalk dust," he said when he came back. Billy hardly noticed, but Sonny felt a little uneasy. He didn't like to be reminded that Sam the Lion was not as young or as healthy as he once had been. Sam the Lion was the man who took care of things, particularly of boys, and Sonny did not like to think that he might die. The reason Sam was so especially good to boys was that he himself had had 3 sons, none of whom lived to be 18. The first was killed when Sam was still a rancher. He and his son were trying to drive a herd of yearlings across the little Wichita River one day when it was up, and the boy had been knocked loose from his horse, pawed under, and drowned. A few years later, after Sam had gone into the oil business, a gas explosion knocked his second son off a derrick. He fell over 50 feet and was dead before they got him to town. Sam sold his oil holdings and put in the first Ford agency in Thalia, and his youngest son was run over by a deputy sheriff. His wife lost her mind and spent her last 10 years in a rocking chair. Sam drank a lot, quit going to church, and was said to be loose with women, even married women. He began to come out of it when he bought the picture show, or so people said. He got lots of comedies and serials and westerns, and the kids came as often as they could talk their parents into letting them. Then Sam bought the pool hall and the all-night cafe, and he perked up more and more. No one really knew why he was called Sam the Lion. Some thought it was because he hated barbers and always went around with a shaggy head of hair. Others thought it was because he had been such a hell-raising cowboy when he was young. But Sonny found that a little hard to believe. He had seen Sam mad only once, and that was one 4th of July when Dwayne stuck a Roman candle in the pocket of one of the snooker tables and set it off. When it finally quit shooting, Sam grabbed a piss pot and chased Dwayne out, meaning to sling it at him. He slung it, but Dwayne was too quick. Joe Bob Blanton, the Methodist preacher's son, happened to be standing on the sidewalk wishing he was allowed to go in and shoot pool, and he was the one that got drenched. The boys all got a big laugh, but Sam the Lion was embarrassed about it and cleaned Joe Bob off as best he could. When he was thoroughly warm, Sonny got one of the brushes and began to brush the 8-ball tables. Sam went over and looked disgustedly at the 2 nickels Sonny had left for the cheese crisps. "You'll never get nowhere, Sonny," he said. "You've already spent a dime today, and you ain't even had